Ede Dafenone, other members of the committee, the chairman, Senate Committee on Legislative Compliance, Honorable Yusuf Ahmed Bado, but I can't see him here. The clerk designate of the National Assembly, congratulations. Kamoru Ogunlana, the Director General, National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Professor Abubakar Suleiman, the country representatives of KAS, Marija Peran, or her representative, since she's not around, or is not around, yeah. The clerk of the committees of the Senate and House of Representatives that are here, all participants, distinguished resource persons, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I stand before you representing the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Obot Akpabio, GCON, who wanted to be here personally, but for the fact that he's engaged somewhere on official duties. I therefore read his address as follows. I warmly welcome you to this important one-day roundtable organized by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILS, in partnership with the KS for the Senate Committee on Legislative Compliance. The theme for this roundtable, strengthening legislative compliance for effective governance, is both timely and significant. As representatives of the people, one of our core mandates is to ensure that the resolutions and laws passed by the legislature are implemented effectively. This task is not just about oversight. It is about ensuring that the aspirations of Nigerians as articulated through their representatives are translated into meaningful action and positive outcomes. Legislative compliance is critical to the success of governance. Without it, the effectiveness of the National Assembly is undermined. Public trust in government is eroded, and the development agenda is stalled. Our responsibility goes beyond enacting laws. It extends to ensuring their implementation by ministries, departments, and agencies of government, holding those who fail to comply accountable. Today's gathering provides us with an excellent opportunity to engage in meaningful dialogue on how we as lawmakers can strengthen our oversight frameworks and enhance the compliance mechanisms of this distinguished committee. This roundtable also allows us to learn from global best practices and adapt proven strategies to our context in Nigeria. Distinguished colleagues, this discussion is not only for the benefit of the Senate Committee on Legislative Compliance, but for all committees and lawmakers. Our collective work is interconnected, and the success of this committee reflects on the broader effectiveness of the National Assembly. I commend the Committee on Legislative Compliance for its commitment to addressing the critical challenges of oversight and compliance. Particular commendation goes to the capacitated chairman of the committee, who is always determined and willing to work for the success of this very important committee. also acknowledge the pivotal role of NILS in supporting the legislature through research, capacity building, and technical assistance. Let me also, in particular, commend the capacitated DG of NILS for his commitment and hard work in promoting the activities of this important body, the NILS. We are proud of you. Together, your efforts have laid the groundwork for today's engagement. And I am confident the outcomes will contribute to enhancing our legislative processes. As we deliberate on these issues, I urge us all to consider the broader implications of compliance on governance. When laws and resolutions are ignored or poorly implemented, the very foundation of democracy is weakened. Strengthening legislative compliance is therefore not just a procedural task, but a patriotic duty that directly impacts the lives of Nigerians. Let me take this opportunity to reaffirm the commitment of the Senate to fostering accountability, transparency, and good governance. We will continue to support initiatives that ensure the effective implementation of laws and policies in alignment to our legislative agenda and the aspirations of Nigerian people. On behalf of the Senate and the entire National Assembly, I wish to thank NILS and CARES for working closely together in making this program a reality. I also wish to thank our resource persons and all participants for contributing to this critical conversation. I look forward to the recommendations that will emerge from today's deliberations, and I assure you of our unwavering support in implementing them. Once again, I welcome you to this event and wish you, and of course all of us, a productive and insightful engagement. Before I declare that open, I was pushed to use that word capacitator just the way our children use, because I can't but emphasize the hard work being put by the chairman of this important committee. He has reshaped the committee. He has brought the committee out. The committee was quite inactive before the 10th Senate came on board. But through his effort and that of members of his committee, he has put energy into this committee. We are proud of you, Mr. Chairman. Proud of you. Please, more grace to your elbows. And I was also pushed to use that word capacitated for our DG, because everyone knows this, the effort he always put to promote the activities of NILS. He has changed the trajectory of NILS, and NILS is now a household name in the entire country. We are proud of you. It's on this note, I hereby declare this event open. Thank you very much.